Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Crystal Warriors for the Sega Game Gear, the initial party only. Well, we defeated Emperor Grym, but we've learned from the last town that, well, there's someone behind Emperor Grym, an evil entity known as the Djinn that was actually pulling the strings the entire time, and until we can defeat Djinn, well, peace will never be returned, even though we have all the elemental crystals and the monsters have disappeared. So we're going to have a two-part prong of attack here. Some of our characters are going to go to the north, others are going to go along the south to, split up the enemy forces. And then, of course, we'll meet there in the middle and finish off whoever we don't finish off on the two legs of the our approach. The word Djinn, it's kind of a homonym, I guess, for Jinn, D-J-I-N-N, which is spirit from Arabic lore. It's basically a malicious fire-type demon, caused a bunch of mischief, you know, and lived in the desert, can shapeshift, so I guess it's interesting, you know, that they kind of using, I guess, Arabic, mythology in this game. You know, not a lot of games don't really do that. Another Game Gear game that I have that I'll be eventually playing, Defenders of Oasis, is a lot, you know, with like the desert, the like Arabic traditions. So eventually I'll get to that someday. But I know I did a test run and beat it, but it's been a while since I've done that. So yeah, next game I'll be going through will be Final Fantasy 1, and that game I have a lot of practice in, so don't really have to worry too much about it. At least in terms of practicing. So yeah, I've played through that game a lot. That was a game that I actually had as a child, bought it off my cousin Bill. He was selling a bunch of his old games, and that was one that I got. So it's not the first Final Fantasy I played. The first Final Fantasy I played was Final Fantasy 4, which was the Final Fantasy 2 in America. So the whole history behind that was they, by the time that the Super Nintendo was coming out, rather than release Final Fantasy 2 and 3, the Super Nintendo was coming out, so they were like, well, let's just release, you know, the Final Fantasy, the one that's coming out on the Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom over in Japan, we'll release it over in America, because, you know, the American games were a little bit behind, you know, a few years behind. So they just figured, hey, let's just release this Final Fantasy 4 in Japan as Final Fantasy 2 in America, because, you know, the Super Nintendo's the big thing. Let's take advantage of, you know, the new hype new toy. So, but yeah, I had so much fun with Final Fantasy 2 that I was like, hey, when I saw Final Fantasy 1, I was like, oh, I gotta get this one too. So, upper bepper. I didn't appreciate it at first, but as the, you know, years have gone on, I've definitely got better enjoyment out of it and enjoyed it a little bit more. So yeah, the old school Final Fantasies, love them a lot more than the new ones. I'm not a 3D gamer, so yeah, 7 and 8 kind of turned me off, and pretty much all the games after that are all like 3D, so I like the old flat 2D pixel type version games. So that's more my style that I grew up with. So back when things were more simpler, the stories were simpler, the art was simpler, you didn't try to do heavy-handed messages that come out really weird and don't come across all that well in a game medium that are better reserved for books, because you can explain more things. But oh well. One thing I need to explain is, you see the little water there? You want to stay away from that water, because their mages can shoot spells across that water since it's only one tile wide. They have a range of 3, so as you notice, we have Iris up there hanging out on the top. We just moved Dane up there to the top too, because we don't want either of them being kind of picked off, or any character being picked off by their mages. So just stick to the top, and eventually the mages will come out and attack us over. Looks like they're going to hang out, going to attack us over there on the left, where Our army is almost ready to converge. So, pull out our healer there. With her heal spell, she'll be able to reach the rest of the characters. Some of them took some damage taking down that first wizard there. He was really super aggressive. Everybody else is just kind of, you know, hanging out here. So, got a bolt spell. Guess he didn't have a. If he would have had a fire spell, he should have. Not fire. If he would have had a. Fire spell. He should have used that. I have to check on those magicians to see what element they have. So we know this guy has the bolt spell. So we'd want to go after him with a fire character. That's nice when it does no damage. I have no idea what causes, you know, them to have no damage. What causes misses, but hey, we'll take it. We like it. So anything that works out in our favor, we like it. So Rat finish him off. Yep. Even though Rat would have taken more damage, he has high enough attack power that he could finish him off in one turn. So yeah, Eldor would have taken less damage if he would have got hit by that bolt spell, as opposed to Rat, because he's Eldor strong against wind. But Rat would take no damage because he could finish that character off in one hit. So still, like I said, keeping our characters on the top level there, high away from the enemy magicians. Yeah, now coming after... Ooh, Iris, that's a second no damage. Crazy. Third one. I have no idea what's going on, but hey, I'm enjoying it. Haha. Their healer is foolish and attacked my healer. And healers will always use the peace spell on other healers. So yeah, he's gonna eat 2 attacks. I think that's their only healer. So yeah, I guess there's some battles where they're actually harder because they have 2 healers. Well, this one only has that 1 healer. So yeah, so that's pretty much guaranteed that, you know, we're gonna win this battle because they have no way to heal themselves. Well, we have plenty of ways to heal ourselves between Iris, healing characters, Fry healing characters, and even Mura can heal himself with the Drain spell. So, if our elemental fighters get, you know, too weak, they can just, you know, move back and just hang out and let the other characters take over. So, Mr. Shad there, and we got here. So, Pyro. Trying to figure out how do we want to finish these folks off. So let's battle. We'll battle from range, not from range, but from melee range. That way we can get 2 spells in. Will there be enough to finish this character off? Nope. So it doesn't matter because he's Earth Elemental, so doesn't matter what level spell we use, it's still gonna do that 17. So run away. We don't want to eat another hit. So Dane ain't gonna get anywhere. So dunk. Well, let's heal up some characters here. Rat took a little bit of damage. I was just talking about the importance of healing. Let's get Rat back up to full there. Rat can join in and maybe deal some damage to that water if we want. But yeah, we'll wait off. We don't want him to get out in front and potentially be ganged up on by everybody else. So, all right. Well, there goes one more mage. One down. And our healer's taking quite a bit of a beating. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, luckily the healer is pretty tough. Yeah, look at the good defense. Even though it's a high-level elemental soldier, only doing 1 damage. So Fry is pretty safe. The joys of max-level healers. Of course, they're not safe from us. And those 2 elemental characters are pretty much ready to be taken out. So yeah, 30 we'll be able to finish them off. Myrick, I think I'll only do 29. So let's see. Yep, 29, but now anybody can take him out. We'll use the elemental strength. That, finish him off. There we go. And that fire is weak down there, so we can have Dane run down there and finish him off. Mr. Brast, you're not the last to be defeated. But you are the last of your kind, so... And that means that the only elemental soldier they have left is the wind, and fire is strong against wind, so let's go after it with Eldor. Princess, she has some pretty good hit points, so she could run over, and should probably heal up our healer, because she's hurting. And there's still that one wizard there who can deal some damage, so that was a good heal right there. That looked pretty healed. Dane is at full. So Eldor just needs a little bit of healing. So, look. But rather than heal, we'll just finish this Mad off. No damage again. Wow, we are getting really lucky this battle. So... Although, even if we weren't lucky, this battle is, you know, pretty much in the clear. Uh-oh. The evil Jinn is there, and it's some lady who looks like a Viking. Uh-oh. She has a lot of health, though, but we have the Drain spell to heal ourselves up and take a good chunk of those hit points back. 24. And then, let's see, 20 minus... 2, so 18 will take off from here. So we've gained quite a bit of our health back from this battle. Nice. And did a good chunk of damage to her. So... Miss Fry, go after the Pyro. Won't be enough to defeat the Pyro, but of course we'll put Pyro at range for one of our fighters to take out. So... Now, one thing that Jin is kind of a physical fighter, so you can actually do a lot of damage safely with your mage from range. So Myrick's gonna go in there and shoot a few spells at Jin there to weaken her up. So, and let's see if Rat can finish Pyro off. Yep, exactly. He would have been the only one who can do that, because he has the highest attack power. So let's just form a little wall here, for that way Jin can't get to Myrick, and Myrick can just hang back and deal some damage. Probably deal more damage with the Drain spell here than anything else, so... We're pretty close, but might as well heal up Myrick there. Even though he's really in no danger, because... we have that little wall there to prevent Jin from reaching him. So, probably could have done more damage with an attack spell, but we'll take the nice little heal there. How much does Iris do on attack? 16, so... Yeah, one more hit with Iris will finish him off, but Iris will do a lot more damage than most of our other characters, so... Just in case Iris misses, we'll do a little bit of extra chip damage there with Myrick. And to be safe, we will heal Iris up entirely, because I think it's only fitting that Iris, being the leader of the army, should be the one to take out the leader of the bad guys here. Since she didn't get to take on Emperor Grym, Dane finished Grym off. I guess we can have Dane finish off Jin there, but like I said, that would not be fitting. Let's have our princess do the honors. So, goodbye, evil Jin. Iris is victorious. And with that, we have defeated the game. Minstrels sing of an age long past, of 4 magic crystals in a land that prospered under the rule of a gentle queen. Queen Iris. The songs may be forgotten, but the tale remains the same. Such is the stuff of legends. Ah, short little cheesy ending there, you know, but you're not necessarily playing for the ending, so a lot of early games like this had pretty bad endings. Like Final Fantasy 1 had a pretty lousy ending for all the work you had to do to beat it, but, you know, it's more about the fun in the gameplay. We get to see a little bit of all our characters taking out the warlords who they're strong against. So we had Eldor there take out the Wind Warlord, Rat take out the Water Warlord, Daemon, this is Arium, the Fire Warlord, the Wind Warlord is Rhaegar. Always makes me think of Rygar. Too bad that game wasn't available on the Wii Virtual Console. We have our mage Rami. Rami, well, we didn't have Rami. We recruited her in the other playthrough. Take out, funny how they didn't have Murek do that, because all the other ones are all initial characters in the army, but, I don't know why they didn't do that. Should have had Murek, but... And now, just like the game showed, just as we did, we're gonna have Iris finish off Jin there. And that will finish off another one of my Let's Plays. So like I said, come back. The next one will be Final Fantasy 1. So hope to see you with that, and take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Thanks for following along. Bye!